With the new announcements of Copilot+PCs, the range of the Surface family devices has completely changed. So it's time for an update for devices available from Surface. There are now 4 devices available with the Surface laptop range. We have the Surface Laptop Go 3, the Surface Pro, Surface Laptop, and the Surface Laptop Studio 2. These 4 devices come with a range of different options. They are designed for different users, and some of these devices are classified as Copilot+PCs. Now, rather than making this video overly long, let's look at devices. First up in the range is the Surface Laptop Go 3. The Laptop Go 3 is not only the smallest of the clamshell design laptops from Surface, but it's also the lightest, weighing in at 1.13 kilograms. It also comes in a range of colours and has a range of different options available. The Surface Laptop Go 3 top is made from anodized aluminium, whereas the base is made from aluminium and polycarbonate composite resin system that contains 30% post-consumer recycled content. So what does that mean? It's materials that's been discarded and collected, such as plastic bottles. Housed in this sleek frame is a 12.4-inch Pixel Sense display with a 3:2 aspect ratio with 10-point touch. You also have a HD front-facing camera, a USB-C 3.2 port, a USB-A 3.1 port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and the Surface Connect port. The Surface Connect port can be used for charging and connecting Surface accessories. Audio-wise, the Laptop Go 3 has omnisonic speakers with Dolby Premium audio and dual far-field mics with voice clarity for crisp and clear audio while on Teams or a video call. The keyboard has that classic typing experience that has become loved on Surface, but you also gain a fingerprint scanner for security, meaning that now there is no need to remember passwords with Windows Hello. You can use passwords or PIN if you really want to, or you can just scan your finger like I do, as it's pretty hard for me to forget my finger. Internally, the Surface Laptop Go 3 comes with a 12th gen i5 processor and Intel Iris Xe graphics. Storage-wise, the Laptop Go 3 has 256GB of SSD storage, and you have the option of either 8GB or 16GB of RAM available. With typical device usage, the Laptop Go 3 will give you up to around 15 hours of battery life. I did mention earlier it comes in a range of colours. You can have the Laptop Go 3 in Ice Blue, Sage, Sandstone, and Platinum. So you really can pick a colour that suits your style. My colour of choice is Sage, or maybe Platinum? Sandstone? No, Ice Blue. So the Surface Laptop Go 3 is the smallest and lightest Surface in the range. But what if you want a clamshell laptop that's a little bit bigger, with longer battery life, and comes in black or blue? Well, we best look at the next laptop in the range, the Surface Laptop. This is the first device in this video that is a Copilot+PC. For a full explanation on what a Copilot+PC is, there is a link in the top corner here. The Surface Laptop comes with options of 4 different colours, 2 different processors, 2 different sizes, but they all have an NPU or a neural processing unit. Let's start with the outside of the device first. The enclosure of the Surface Laptop is made with a minimum of 67.2% recycled content, including 100% recycled aluminium and 100% rare earth metals. The laptop itself comes in 2 different sizes, a 13.8-inch and a 15-inch version. With the 13.8 screen, it's up on size from the 13.5-inch on the Surface Laptop 5, but the device is also slightly smaller. This has been done by making the bezels razor thin. By doing this, the new laptop has gained a bigger screen and a smaller footprint. The 15-inch variant has the same size screen as the previous Laptop 5, but with razor-thin bezels and a smaller footprint, meaning the 15-inch version is easier to get in and out of bags and is closer in size to the 13.8 variant. Screen-wise, they both have a Pixel Sense Flow screen with 10-point touch. The Pixel Sense Flow screen means that the laptop now has a 120Hz refresh rate, meaning smoother visuals and scrolling. Above the screen is the full HD front-facing Surface Studio camera, which has Windows Studio effects and also has Windows Hello Face authentication. The Surface laptop has the most inclusive touchpad on the market, with options to customize to your needs. Audio-wise, there is omnisonic speakers with Dolby Atmos and dual studio mics with voice focus. Both sizes of laptop have two USB/USB 4 for charging, data transfer, connecting screens and accessories, a USB-A 3.1, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a Surface connector. The 15-inch laptop gains a micro SDX card reader as well. Laptop supports fast charging with a 65-watt Surface charger or via USB-C. Let's talk about what's inside this Surface laptop. I mentioned there are two processors available. You have the Snapdragon X Plus, a 10-core, and the Snapdragon X Elite, which is a 12-core. Both chips are what's called a system-on-chip, meaning that the CPU, GPU, memory, etc. are all housed in a tiny little chip, which means for your device this will be more efficient. The NPU focuses AI accelerated power by freeing up some AI design tasks from your CPU and your GPU, like background blur for instance. NPU wise, the Surface laptop is the Qualcomm Hexagon NPU, which works at 45 trillion operations per second, which is a lot. If those operations took 1 second each, they would have to start during the middle of the last ice age to be finished right now while you're watching this video. That's how long it would have taken. Because of the new processors in the laptop, it's 86% faster than the laptop 5. With memory in the Surface laptop, you have the options of a 16GB or 32GB of LPDDR5X RAM. Storage-wise, you have the choice of 256GB, 512GB, or a 1TB option. The 13.8 version of the Surface laptop will do up to 20 hours of video playback, and the 15-inch version will do up to 22 hours of video playback. I did say at the start of this section, if you'd like a laptop that is black or blue, well, this is the laptop to look at. You have 4 different color options. You have Sapphire, Dune, Platinum, and Black. Which is your favorite color for the new Surface laptop? How about if you want a laptop, but also want a tablet? Or you want a tablet with PC power? We have the most flexible, most powerful 2-in-1, the Surface Pro. The Surface Pro is also what is classified as a Copilot+PC. For more information on Copilot+PCs, there's a link in the description. The Surface Pro is ultra thin and light, weighing in at just under 900 grams. Because the Surface Pro is a 2-in-1, it has a kickstand with a 165 degrees full friction hinge, allowing you to angle the device in the best way that suits you. You could use it with a type cover attached, or you could use it with a Surface Pro Flex keyboard detached. You can also angle the screen to find the best comfort while using a Slim Pen 2 for writing or drawing. On the side of the Surface Pro, you will find 2 USB/USB 4 ports, a Surface Connect port, the Surface Pro keyboard port, and the power and volume buttons. Screen-wise, the Surface Pro has a 13-inch display. There are 2 different displays available with Surface Pro. If you opt for a Surface Pro with a Snapdragon X Plus processor inside, it comes with an LCD screen. If you opt for a Surface Pro with a Snapdragon X Elite processor, you gain an OLED screen. Both the LCD and OLED screens are Pixel Sense Flow displays, which means they're 120Hz refresh rate and have 10-point touch and also have pen capability. Next to the screen is the Quad HD front-facing Surface Studio camera with ultra-wide field of view. With this, you can use Windows Studio effects, Windows Hello Face authentication, and then on the back you have the Surface rear-facing 10 million megapixel Ultra HD camera. So I've mentioned there are two processors inside the Surface Pro. These are the same processors that are in the Surface laptop, the Snapdragon X Plus and the X Elite. Both of these have Qualcomm Adreno GPU and Hexagon NPU. You also have the option of 16 or 32 gigabytes of RAM with the Surface Pro, and then storage-wise, you can either have 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, or 1 terabyte of SSD storage. The Surface Pro comes in 4 different options. You have Sapphire, Dune, Platinum, and Black. You can also pick a type cover to match, or if you want to, you can mix it up and have a type cover that doesn't match if you want to. Sustainability-wise, the Surface Pro enclosure is made up of a minimum of 72% recycled material, including 100% recycled aluminium alloy and 100% recycled rare earth metals. Last, and by no means least, we have the Surface Laptop Studio 2. The Laptop Studio 2 is not only powerful, but it's a laptop like no other. With its dynamic woven hinge and versatile design, it could be a laptop, or with its flexible screen, it can adapt to you, to how you like to work. It could be a clamshell, or it can fold down if you want to draw, or if you just want to watch your favorite movie or play a game. The Laptop Studio 2 has a 14.4-inch screen that is a Pixel Sense Flow screen with 120Hz refresh rate with 10-point touch and pen capability with the Surface Slim Pen 2. While we're looking at the outside of the device, connection-wise, there are 2 USB-Cs with USB 4/Thunderbolt, a USB-A 3.1, a 3.5 headphone jack, a micro SDX card reader, and this Surface Connect port. There is also a magnetic section underneath the front to store and charge your Surface Slim Pen 2. Once you open the device, you have the precision haptic touchpad and the moving mechanical keys. Then for audio and video, there are quad omnisonic speakers with Dolby Atmos, dual studio mics with voice clarity, and then camera-wise, there is a full HD camera with wide field of view that works with Windows Studio Effects, and there is also Windows Hello Face Authentication. Inside this device is where the power lays. The Surface Laptop Studio 2 has a 13th gen Intel i7. It's the 13700H processor. You have a few more options for power in the Surface Laptop Studio 2 as well. Memory-wise, you have the options of 16GB, 32GB, and 64GB of LPDDR5X. Storage, there are options of 512GB or a 1TB option. You also have more graphics options on the Laptop Studio 2. You have the option of the Intel Iris Xe graphics, an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 laptop version, the GeForce RTX 4060 laptop version, or the NVIDIA RTX 2000 Ada. The Surface Laptop Studio will do up to 18 hours of battery life with a typical device usage and weighs in at 1.98 kilos. Color-wise, with the Surface Laptop Studio, you have the option of Platinum. There are the 4 devices for the Surface range. Different sizes, colors, processors. The only thing left to decide is which one is right for you.